With autumn's arrival, you might be thinking a lot more about Halloween. It's coming up fast, and in a year in which masks have become an everyday item, the annual costume celebration raises a lot of questions. So, what are cities in 21 countries doing to prepare for trick-or-treaters? Caitlin Kendall joins us now with more on that. Caitlin?
Yeah, Brian, many cities across the country have already made the decision to call off trick-or-treating this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So is COVID-19 going to scare away trick-or-treaters in Northeast Indiana this year? Here's what we know right now.
Anything that incorporates a mask and not spreading respiratory.
A mask, not just a Halloween costume anymore, but a requirement in cities across Indiana, which has Huntington Mayor Richard Strick thinking about pandemic-safe Halloween costumes.
Yeah, we're encouraging lots of astronauts, lots of cowboys with handkerchiefs. We shouldn't have any fights about wearing masks on Halloween, because it is Halloween after all. But we need to prepare for it now.
Mayor Strick says what residents are doing today is guiding the city's decision regarding trick-or-treating.
You know, we're hoping to move forward with Halloween, but ultimately whether or not we can celebrate this the way that I think that children would enjoy is going to just depend on how much we as adults are willing to take responsibility for today, even as we plan for the future.
Trick-or-treating in Huntington on, for now, the final decision being made the Tuesday before Halloween.
Because ultimately, we have to do what's best for public health, and as much as we want to be able to celebrate and enjoy the costumes, everything else, we're going to have to make that decision in light of where we're at in the reality of dealing with COVID-19.
Gloves, like Halloween, social distance markers for the floor.
The folks at Glenbrook Dodge preparing for their event too.
Everybody just needs it. They need something exciting and happy in life in general right now. And this year, most importantly, we just want to do this for the community and for the kids.
Their trunk-or-treat event drew large crowds last year, so they're working quickly to plan while adhering to the CDC's guidelines.
Whatever that looks like, we're not really sure right now, obviously, with the things going on. But by the end of October, we'll have a real clear view on what's going to be the rules and regulations that we need to follow, and we'll do that.
The Fort Wayne Police Department recently announced trick-or-treating should happen in city limits between 5:30 and 7:30 p.m. But keeping this in mind, whether a city plans to set trick-or-treat hours or not, there's no law against knocking on doors while wearing a costume. Some neighborhoods may simply go their own way. But Mayor Strick says while there may not be legal ramifications for not following guidelines, there could be health ones.
If somebody flaunts the regulations and guidance that we're providing them from a public health perspective, and they don't get sick, great. I'm glad they didn't get sick. But if they do flaunt those guidelines and they do end up sick, we're going to be committed to serving them and helping them walk through it. But the reality is much of this could be avoided if people would actually follow the public health guidelines that are available to us.
While Huntington and Glenbrook Dodge trick-or-treating is on as of now, some are canceling their events altogether. The traditional Downtown Improvement District's Zombie Walk in Zombie Central will be replaced by something more in line with COVID-19 restrictions. And here's more of what we know. The City of Warsaw and Winona Lake and the Fort Wayne Wild Zoo Halloween event haven't made a decision yet. The city of Kendallville, Bluffton, Angola, Columbia City, and Fort Wayne have all decided to have trick-or-treating hours. Those are on your screen right now. And we've heard from a number of privately run Halloween events in other cities across Northeast Indiana. Those are included in ABC 21's comprehensive Ultimate Halloween Guide with the most up-to-date information for this Halloween.